What I have right here is easily the most expensive package that I have ever held and probably ever will hold. And in a few short seconds, you guys are going to see exactly why. As you guys know, I absolutely love gold. As a result, I spend hours panning, finding new rivers, and prospecting for gold, and I don't really get that much. But today, instead of spending my time out on the river and probably thousands of hours, I just saved up a bunch of money, and I've been doing so for months here so I could finally buy my first ounce of gold, and hopefully in the future, I'll be able to get more. So without any more yapping, let me show you guys what 1 single ounce of gold looks like. So I have 2 objects in my hands. I have a 2-ounce silver coin. You guys can see it's very large. And I have a very, very tiny 1-gram bar of gold. Now, if I were to ask you guys which one of these you would take home with you today, many of you, if you didn't know any better, would probably choose the silver just because it's so much larger. But this is what I want to illustrate to you guys, just how much more valuable per gram gold is than silver. This silver, for example, at the time I purchased it, cost around $38 per ounce. You multiply that by 2 to get 76, and then you also pay a premium on top of it for the company to mail it out to you. So we'll call it a square $80. The gold, for example, though, gold costs over $100 per gram. So this right now, I believe at the time that I bought it was around 110. Look at this. This, which is the size of my pinky nail, actually smaller, is more expensive than this. It gets even crazier though when you bring it up to a full ounce of gold. There are 32 grams in an ounce here, so we're looking at holding a $3,000 chunk of metal that is still only half the weight of this right here. And it's smaller because gold is more dense than silver. Just want to illustrate to you guys how much more valuable gold is than silver. Like I said, this is easily the most valuable object that I currently own, probably besides my computer that I work on. And I have like a 5-gram gold bar as well, but I think, you know, it's a little too expensive to keep buying this stuff. So I'll just be back out on the river panning, and maybe someday I'll melt down what I get, and hopefully I'll get a couple grams of gold. We'll see.